You are precious to me. I will speak to your favor authorities. So she has tax issues or whatever. He says, I'm going to be precious to you on condition that I'm going to go and speak to the authorities. Or the essay in fucking mail. I'm going to act for you as a laborer. Now, the halacha is if he speaks to the authorities or acted there as a laborer, then Kudesh should be Kudesh. If not, then Kudesh should not be Kudesh. Says, and this applies not, in other words, you would think that the Tavis said no, the Tavis said no should be Kudesh. Because we want to know. At the end of the day, one has to give the Shabbat Kudesh. Now, Rabbi S you're telling me that the value of the Tavis said no, that he's getting for an actual favor, consider anything. The time you learn the rights of discussion, even though you get that shit, you get Kartich, it's not like Bryce says it. The person tells a woman, you're possessed to me by the value you receive when I had you ride on a donkey, or by the value you receive when I had you sit on a wagon. Or let's say, it tells me by the value you receive when I had you ride in a boat. Now, what is any good actions? Why? Because she already had done the action, and therefore owes him nothing. One cannot be polished from her. So no, you can't be polished without law. So you can't come later and say, oh, what you did, it was overkill. You can't be polished without law. However, he says, if the Skasha by the value that you will receive when I will have you ride on the donkey, in other words, it didn't happen yet, or the value when I will have you sit on a wagon, right? So that is Mekudesh. It is Mekudesh, or it's in a boat, it's Mekudesh. Now, I think we're going to say that here also is the case where he gave her Shabbat Kudah, but the Sky Comer, he says that by the value, the value does work. So what is the Shabbat saying? Obviously, is the value. Then I see that even the value that I will do for you will work. You don't have to do Shabbat Kudah. Every time you further a woman says to a man, now shedding you sit together with me, and I will make kind of shoes, sleep before night, or perform entertainment before me, or dance before me. Say Kedima says that, or perform work for me like this, the golden. Show me the basement phrases if the value, what's the value of his action? And if it's the Shabbat Kudah, it is the Shabbat Kudah, so not in possession. He came and he went to say, I'm going to the Shabbat Kudah. But they're also talking about the Shabbat Kudah. But Shabbat is to it says that he has to evaluate. Mar says to the Shlokish. Shayla is to the Shlokish. I'm going to tell you, Hai Tana Bara Sabar is Tana of the first, or the vice contains that the Haitana Bara Sabar ain't was serious of the now. The Shlokish says Tana the price holds that the obligation to pay a person's wage is incurred when you owe the money. Only at the end of the career for she was hired. So she's Mekudeshes by the money, not by the loan. What happened? You only owe the money once it's being done. So it's not a loan over here. It's money that you owe. What? Yeah, that's what you have to do to show good though. Yeah, not if you don't somewhere, our Tana holds, yes, no. He holds that the obligation to pay a wage is incurred continuously from the beginning of the period and is higher to the end. Since the fight accumulates throughout the duration of the work, by the time he has finished the work, she owes him the entire sum. And the chayv, Allah, a chayv can't be used for Kidushin. So again, when he says in these prices, that's talking about he holds. How do you look at owing money? How do you look at skills? Do you look at your money from the beginning and it's just accumulating, or do you look at it only at the end? If you look at it that Right? That only word at the end. So she's mekudeshes by the money, by the Shabbat, but not after she's mekudeshes. This thing you're saying that the value works. That because he looks at seirs that you owe the money from the beginning. Okay. When I asked, you might go from the so what forces Rish Lakish to establish the Mishnah that the obligation to pay the wages occur continuously from the beginning of the period prior to the end? Will be the Yoruba, and referring to that case where he gave her the value of the Kushla. Why does he reject the possibility that the Mishnah is referring to a person who did not give an extra Kushla, and instead was punished with the value of the service he performed? In accordance with the opinion that the obligation to pay a person's wage is incurred only at the end of the period for which he was hired. The Rabbi says, Maslisa and Shisa. The Mishnah was difficult for herself to tell Amanas. Why do you teach Amanas? It means to Miskar, teach for Miskar. You must say that Kol Amanas, Hek and Yoruba. And every saying Amanas is where he has already given her the value of the Kushla. So the value of the service cannot be for the money. For the Kidushin, instead serves as a condition. What the condition is the actual condition. The Mishnah says, the person is Makadosh, a woman that says to her that the Kidushin is a condition that my father will want this Kidushin. Ratza'av, the law is Ratza'av, if the father wants to Kidushin, he will not be in Kidushin. The father doesn't want it in Kidushin. Now, if the father dies, so I see that she's going to see that
and what's it is kind of
no, okay, so yeah, he says, Amanas, I'm doing the Kidushin, Amanas, my father is master Kidushin. But the father is not master Kidushin. What if he said, I'm not that my father's is fasting, he died, so we don't know what the true kavanah was. The halach is there is no chance now. If the son dies, non labor generates. The person instruct the father to say that he does not want this condition, so the condition will never take effect, thereby enabling her to do evil. So what does it mean? The condition that my father will want. If you're going to say that the father has to say yes, that he agrees, let's have the middle clause of the Mishnah. If the father dies, she's Mekudeshes. But he did not say yes. So what does it mean that the father wants it? Ella, rather, the case is, some of the moment days, a condition my father wants to condition means a condition my father will remain silent and not object when he hears the condition. Ain't the same with us. The same with the mission. The son dies, the father will teach the father to say he doesn't want it. And the one on my well shall say he kept quiet. Rather, what we say on condition my father wants to condition means said to the word, my father will not object to the condition at any point in time. You might ask one second. They show, wouldn't this mean that the first case in the Mishnah is B'chat time, or one reason? One set of circumstances. And Tzurusa is safe for B'chat time. And the middle clause and the last clause describes another reason. Rabbi Yana is yes. Yes, this is so. Rish Lakish, I know Rabbi Yana is, Rish Lakish says, you can learn from this statement, according to one forces the Mishnah to be explained the following two reasons. And according to the opinion of one Tahana, rather than established in the Mishnah, as following the opinion of two Tanoim for one reason. In other words, when you have an interpretation that contains let's say, the unified attribution, one Mishnah is preferable, even if one is thereby forced to say that it addresses two different situations. He says, actually, Mishnah is addressing one reason. Well, you what does it mean that my father wants? The condition my father will not object from now until 30 days. In other words, the solid 30 days indicates his acceptance of the doesn't want to take a shower. I love the Kidushin, the Mishnah says, Kidushin is with the regards by the man who said, I was Mekadosh, my daughter was a Tana. And any day I don't know who was the Chassan, I don't know who was Mekadosh. And Now a guy comes and says, I was Mekadosh your daughter. Allah is never his belief. Now, what happens? One guy says, this is a step forward. One guy says, I was Mekadosh, the other guy says, I was Mekadosh. Both have to give again. Now, also, they want, after they get, one gives again, after the penis, and one may marry. Now, Omar Rav, the Mishnah says, the claim of one who says that the dude that Mekadosh the girl, we believe him, that doesn't mean that he can never marry himself. Never to get. He's credible, to the extent he has to give again. Now, in that makes he's not credible to marry her. Why? A person does not sin, does not benefit from it. No one is going to suspect of sinning when he gains nothing from it. So since it's not, why? Because he can't marry his girl himself. Right, so we don't say that he lied. Now, why do we believe he can marry? And he should take place. I'm worried that instead of the entire man overcome him, getting him now to falsely claim that he was the one who's become. Now, Rashi says no. He's being credible even to marry her. As he would not lie directly to the father of the girl, they claim that he was Mekadosh. Why? And Rabbi S will agree that the person says, I became Mekudesh. I don't know to whom I was Mekudesh. And one man came and said, Kidashti, I was Mekadosh. And then this place is not being credible to marry. This situation might have agreed to collude with him as the Gemara will explain. Then the Gemara asks to try it. Ratzu, we learned that if they desire evidence to get, evidence in the case. You turn it out. There is a thief to it out. Rabbi says, no. Shani Hassam, there, my mission is different. Since there's another person with him, also claiming that you're placing Mirtas, he's afraid to lie. How did you say to Rabbi the man said, I was Mekadosh my daughter to someone. I don't know who was Mekadosh. And one person said, I was Mekadosh. He's believed even to marry her. Now, if you now married her, and now somebody came and said, I was Mekadosh, I would call him Mekadosh. He doesn't have the power to prohibit her to her first husband. Bryson now says another case in regards to a woman who said, Skadashti I became Mekadosh, but I don't know who was Mekadosh. And now another person says, a woman who said, I became Mekadosh, I don't know to whom I was Mekadosh. A woman said, I was Mekadosh. The halacha is, he's not believed, he's married her. Because she's protecting him. Perhaps she decided only now that she wants to marry him, and is therefore identifying him as the man who's Mekadosh, although she knows it was someone else. So the same suspicions will not arise in the case of the father who has no explanation to this regard. But we will ask the question: how this in the case of the Mishnah? Correct. Okay, who they asked the Shaila. In case of the Mishnah when the father claims that Mekadosh is daughter to someone. How this can the father be believed to say that yes, he was Mekadosh, and now if she now has relations, the father says, I was Mekadosh my daughter. The question is he being credible to the extent that she is stoned for being Mizana? Is she not? When did the father and the Torah deems the father credible? That is the Yisura. Regards to the Issa. Regards to the killing, that the Torah doesn't agree. Basi says no, the court stones her. The Torah believes her for everything. Basi says, and Rasi says that he agrees that in the case of the woman who said, I became Mekudeshes, and basin is not stoned on the basis of her own admission. Why? Now, Rasi says, Hani Shmaitzi Didan, and Melapsin Gori. These halachas of mine are like, literally means roof breakers. They're difficult and incomprehensible. What? They're not understood. Hashka, now in the case where a father said, I was mekadosh my daughter to someone, but I don't know to whom. Now, where if someone came to marry her, is deemed credible and he may marry her, I'm a cyclin. So you say cyclin, the guys believe, so is it not logical to say that the basis is still in the case where a woman said that I became a Kudesh, but I don't know to whom, thereby answering herself to everyone to the extent that if someone came to marry her, anything she's cycling, for sure she should be released. So where it says, this is not so. Last ruling is not, it's a fact reasonable. Terror believe the father, and the why? We know that a son, that once a kid is 9 years old, he has to do dinner. And he says, my son is 9 years old. He says, my daughter is 3 years old. And the son had relations with somebody. Or the woman, or the daughter engaged in relations with a man. Forbidden to her. Allah has named the carbon. He's believed to bring a carbon. But he cannot bring Malchus or ancient. My son's 13 and my daughter is 12. The halacha is, he's deemed credible in regards to vows, in regards to dedication, in regards to being dishes, in regards to evaluation. The father is not deemed credible with regards to Malchus, and with regards to corporal punishments that he's not going to be.